Here's a comprehensive and engaging overview of Saturn, packed with interesting facts. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in the solar system. It's named after the Roman god of agriculture and harvest. The planet is a gas giant, meaning it is composed mostly of hydrogen and helium. Saturn's diameter is about 120,536 kilometers, or 74,900 miles, making it roughly 9.5 times wider than Earth. Its mass is approximately 95 times that of Earth. Saturn has an average density lower than water. It would float if there were a bathtub large enough to hold it. The planet is known for its stunning and complex ring system. Saturn's rings are primarily composed of ice particles with some rock and dust. The rings are divided into several main sections, named alphabetically in the order of their discovery: A, B, C, and D. The largest and brightest ring is the B ring, while the faintest is the D ring. Saturn's rings are not solid, but made up of countless small particles that range in size from micrometers to meters. The rings are incredibly thin, with an average thickness of about 10 meters or 30 feet. Saturn has 83 confirmed moons and 29 provisional moons, making it the planet with the most moons. Titan, Saturn's largest moon, is larger than the planet Mercury. Titan has a thick atmosphere, primarily composed of nitrogen and methane, and features lakes and rivers of liquid methane and ethane. Enceladus, another moon of Saturn, has geysers that eject water vapor and organic compounds into space. These geysers suggest that Enceladus might have a subsurface ocean beneath its icy crust. Saturn's atmosphere has the highest wind speeds in the solar system, reaching up to 1,800 kilometers per hour, or about 1,100 miles per hour. The planet exhibits a hexagonal storm pattern at its north pole, which is still not fully understood. Saturn experiences seasonal changes similar to Earth due to its axial tilt of about 26.7 degrees. The planet has a magnetic field that is about 578 times stronger than Earth's. Saturn's magnetic field is tilted relative to its rotational axis, causing complex interactions with its moons. The planet's atmosphere displays striking cloud bands and storms, which can be seen through telescopes. Saturn has a unique, slightly flattened shape due to its rapid rotation and low density. A day on Saturn lasts about 10 hours and 33 minutes. A year on Saturn equals 29.5 Earth years, due to its distant orbit around the Sun. The Cassini spacecraft, which orbited Saturn from 2004 to 2017, provided detailed images and data of the planet and its moons. Cassini discovered that Saturn's moon Rhea has a very thin ring system of its own. Saturn's polar regions are home to a hexagon storm that's larger than Earth. The planet's rings are slowly spreading out due to interactions with Saturn's gravity and its moons. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, has a surface pressure about 1.5 times that of Earth. The surface temperature of Titan is around -179 degrees Celsius, or -290 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturn's rings are thought to be relatively young, possibly only 100 million years old. The rings might be remnants of a shattered moon or captured comet. Saturn's moon Dione has bright, icy patches on its surface caused by tectonic activity. Mimas, one of Saturn's moons, has a giant crater called Herschel that makes it look like the Death Star from Star Wars. Saturn's gravity influences the orbits of many of its moons, causing complex gravitational interactions. The planet's equatorial region is about 10% wider than its polar region. Saturn's atmospheric composition is about 96% hydrogen and 3% helium. The planet has been visited by several spacecraft, including Pioneer 11, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Saturn's outer atmosphere has a layer of clouds that contains ammonia ice crystals. The planet's magnetic field generates auroras similar to Earth's, but much larger and more complex. Saturn has a faint, dusty E-ring that is maintained by particles ejected from Enceladus. The gravitational pull of Saturn influences the orbits of its moons, keeping them in place and creating gaps in its rings. The spokes seen in Saturn's rings are caused by the planet's magnetic field interacting with the ring particles. Saturn's moon Iapetus has a distinctive two-tone coloration. One side is very dark, and the other is bright. The planet's clouds contain large amounts of methane, which contributes to its yellowish appearance. Saturn's ring system was first observed by Galileo Galilei in 1610, though he could not discern them as rings. Dutch astronomer Christiaan Huygens was the first to accurately describe Saturn's rings in 1655. The rings are thought to be remnants of a destroyed moon or a comet that came too close to Saturn. Saturn's gravitational pull affects the shape and behavior of its rings, causing waves and ripples. The planet's moons play a significant role in shaping its rings through gravitational interactions. Saturn has a great white spot storm that appears approximately once every Saturnian year, which is about 30 Earth years. The planet's atmosphere experiences extreme temperature variations between its equator and poles. The dark material found in Saturn's rings is mostly composed of carbon compounds. Saturn's rings have been studied in detail through missions like Cassini, providing insights into their structure and dynamics. The planet's equatorial region rotates faster than its polar regions due to its differential rotation. Saturn has been observed to have complex weather patterns, including giant storms and high-speed winds. The planet's rings are constantly changing due to interactions with its moons and particles from space. Saturn's moon Phoebe has a retrograde orbit, meaning it orbits in the opposite direction to most of Saturn's other moons. The planet's moon Mimas is so heavily cratered that it resembles the Death Star from Star Wars. The Cassini-Huygens mission provided extensive data on Saturn's atmosphere, rings, and moons. Saturn's moon Tethys has a massive canyon system called Ithaca Chasma that stretches over 2,000 kilometers, or about 1,200 miles. The planet's ring particles range in size from tiny dust grains to large boulders. Saturn's rings are believed to be temporary features in the planet's history, possibly lasting only a few hundred million years. The planet's magnetic field interacts with the solar wind, creating a large magnetosphere. Saturn's moon Mimas is one of the least dense moons in the solar system, with a density less than water. The planet's cloud tops are very cold, with temperatures around -178 degrees Celsius or -288 degrees Fahrenheit. Saturn has a dynamic atmosphere with long-lived storms and features that can change rapidly. The planet's rings are influenced by the gravitational pull of its moons, creating gaps and waves. Saturn's moon Janus and Epimetheus are co-orbital, meaning they share the same orbit and swap positions periodically. The planet's rings are made up of ice particles mixed with rock and dust, creating a wide range of colors and textures. Saturn's moon Hyperion has a spongy appearance due to its low density and porous surface. The planet's gravity creates a significant tidal effect on its moons, leading to geological activity. Saturn's atmosphere has a complex layer structure, with different cloud layers at varying altitudes. The planet's rings are constantly being bombarded by micrometeoroids and cosmic dust. Saturn's moon, Rhea, has a thin, tenuous ring system that was discovered by Cassini. The planet's magnetic field is tilted about 27 degrees relative to its rotational axis. Saturn's cloud tops exhibit various colors due to the presence of different chemical compounds. The planet's largest moon, Titan, has a surface covered in organic compounds and a thick atmosphere. Saturn's rings are subject to seasonal changes, which affect their appearance and structure. The planet's moon, Dione, has bright, icy regions caused by tectonic activity and surface renewal. Saturn's magnetic field traps charged particles, creating radiation belts similar to Earth's Van Allen belts. The planet's ring system is a major focus of scientific research due to its complexity and beauty. Saturn's atmosphere is characterized by large, persistent storm systems and banded cloud patterns. The planet's rings are composed of millions of particles, each orbiting Saturn independently. Saturn's moon Iapetus has a distinct equatorial ridge that stretches around its entire circumference. The planet's rings have been studied using various observational techniques, including radio waves and optical imaging. Saturn's atmosphere contains trace amounts of more complex compounds, including hydrocarbons and phosphine. The planet's rings are gradually spreading outward due to interactions with Saturn's moons.